We now return to Let's Play Tropico 5. Alright, well, I'm just going to let this run for a minute, just to make sure that the game is calculating correctly, because I kind of don't think it is. Okay, we're in October now. Alright, so apparently my policy shift has worked tremendously, because now we have a ton of open jobs and no unemployed. All of the open jobs are in the illiterate sector, and homelessness has gone down. You can see the graph there dramatically has fallen. Good. But yeah, we've seen a shift now. So now we have a lot more educated people looking for jobs, but many fewer unemployed. So hopefully that will also help solve the whole rebellion thing. So what this means, now that we have a ton of openings for illiterate jobs, is that we can eliminate those jobs. So we can perhaps see the shift now going from fields, plantations, to the more efficient hydroponics. But I have a list here of some things I want to do first. For starters, this is empty and it has not collapsed yet. I guess maybe because we're still getting something out of it. They will likely pull out of that, so I'll go ahead and let that fall on its own, but that's not what I was after. I was looking around. Yeah, this. Somehow we've overstuffed visitors in a few buildings. It's really kind of weird. Not sure how that happened. Not sure how that is able to happen, frankly. But whoa. Don't go out there. Field trips. Effectiveness of high schools. Hopefully that reaches over here. That's one. Let's see. Then I'm going to add a bunch of stuff up in here. So I think I'm just going to kind of mirror a lot of the different services and whatnot, because right now that is the lowest happiness I have. Got a lot of problems here. Healthcare still has a lot of people dying from bad healthcare, fortunately. Maybe we can fix that up too. But right now, I think I'm going to put, it's not there, here, Dolphinarium. Be there. Then I want to put, say, a library. We're kind of at the end of the life cycle for research, but I keep forgetting to, like, I've only got one library on the entire island, so I figure we'll just go ahead and put that here. And then let's put a mansion here. Closer to the club, closer to the Dolphinarium. Right there, it's fine. Finish it off. Okay. Yeah, we still got a lot of rebels running around, though. So, many rebels. With the completion of this, soon, hopefully, be able to start cleaning that up. Alright, so I got that, and then let's come down into here. So I think I'm going to reshape this, take it apart, and turn it into another one of these apartment things, just because I can, and I guess I'll just put the stadium here, after all, as was the original idea. So how big is that? Yeah, we'll do that. Right across in the Cineplex. 1, 2. That's too big for a nightclub. Too small for a nightclub, I should say. So we could actually put that over here. But for right now, let's see. Restaurant is what I wanted to put here. Making notes. Let's do that. That's fine. Okay. So these have got to go. First, why don't we move this? Let's see, we've got a... Okay, we do have a restaurant over there. Why don't we put the clinic here? Despite everything, the clinics continue to require lots of people. Churches, not so much. We can probably actually get rid of this, so I will go ahead and get rid of the mission. Yeah, and then we will do... Tavern. Here. Clinic. Here. spot there. And what was... I was gonna put a grocer over here. Now that we're no longer close to food, I don't have a grocery in the area. Oh, so let's put a supermarket, which is under welfare. Yes. Put a supermarket right there. And this should still fit. Yeah. So then, I don't know, another mansion maybe? And we'll separate it by, in the supermarket, by a garden. Unfortunately, that doesn't fill in all the little houses I wanted, but I did notice that we also have some openings for them to possibly go into. And then once this is all built, they can perhaps move over there. So we'll wait for these to get built, and then I will remove that and get rid of that right now, I guess. And you know, I could just actually leave like that rather than do all apartments. Kind of spice it up a little bit. It's just a house there. And then this is stuck that way because we can't go the full... Yeah, I don't know, I just don't like the way that looks as well. Alright, that's that. Library, mansion, aquarium, stadium, housing... Ah, right. I did notice that we have some shacks popping up along here. And I figure, why not just put some housing along here? So, look that down. Suppose I could just keep going with this. I mean, I could. Cap off those so people don't go driving off. And then we could just kind of block that view with some homes. But would it be better? Well, if I follow the pattern, then I guess we go like that, and then why don't we put a bigger garden there? Can I still be? Alternatively, looks like I still have some room. Perhaps we could put a mansion there instead. Garden, I don't know. I don't want to make it too full. Just like a small one would do, I think. These people need a place to look out. Alright, then what? We need another hotel. I do two here. I did kind of want to keep at least maybe that side garden. I think the beauty is fine, but maybe I don't know, beauty is absolutely not good enough over here for this, so even though it is budget hotel, maybe I won't put it right up against it. I mean, it would kind of make sense to have hotels right next to the airport. We also don't have to fill everything in either, so why don't we keep the trees a little bit? Just, you've got a resort right here, and then you've got the big budget hotel right next door. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I would kind of like, you know what, screw it, we can do this. We can do it just fine. If we have beauty as a problem, we can put beauty in. Destroy a rock. Keep it a little bit more open there. I kind of wonder, let's maybe reshape this road. Where was that? It was like right here. Maybe I can build that road. I don't know, I had some character going that way, but by maintaining the grid structure, it's a little easier to continue building on. Did I even get another wind farm up in here? No. I think I'm gonna do it. Been debating about whether I want this gigantic tower TV station to be right here. Kind of makes sense to have it right next to the stadium, though. Broadcast all the games. If I can figure out where the goddamn front is. There you go. Let's get that road. Figure out how I want to handle these. Suppose I could put them down here. That would actually keep them a little bit more central. Oh, and it's collapsed. Okay. Mine is done. Restaurants, garden tourists. Looks like these are good. Okay, let's just go ahead and knock these out. Rebels are everywhere. Another reason for adding the stadium is, what was it, an edict? Host the Olympics, increases tourism rating proportional to the number of stadiums on the island. I assume that it carries on, like as we would build more stadiums it would add to it, but I'll wait until the stadium's actually built first. Okay. Now, that's a lot of construction. Still. Okay, so let's handle this. Too many open jobs. Oh, unemployment's going back up. That's not great. It makes me wonder. It makes me wonder if something had bugged out there when it overfilled some of the entertainment venues. Okay, rebel threat went down even though rebels increased. Interesting. Middle East. We praise the Middle East. They're now 82. Okay, good. So, I could continue to extend the population. Otherwise, I've got 500 more people that can right through the trees.
The Chinese have promised us that those responsible will be punished.
So that puts me, what, like 100 now? Yeah. Cool. Ah, I got 2 openings here. Well, we're doing wool and wool, it looks like. Sugar and sugar. Oil. Just straight oil. Natural gas is also just being a byproduct of that. Milk. And milk. Cloth. Cloth. I must have built another, I think that's what it is. I must have built another pier and got 2 more. Well, pineapples and bananas. We are actually doing something with those. I think I've got 3 banana plantations. We could just start selling them. And I am making my own cigars, so it'd be pointless to do otherwise there. Continue selling even more natural gas, or buy natural gas to sell. Because we are selling it now, just based on what I'm already making. If I took it away from you, I mean, that would offset. Let's just do something that I can just straight make money off of. Which I guess would be pineapples and bananas. Okay. Effectiveness. I never put those back in. Negates all pollution, may as well do that. Is even making clothing? It is. Effectiveness increased by 15 for each TV station on the islands. Service quality of entertainment buildings in the vicinity increased by 5 based on effectiveness. Well, we don't have any. I should probably put those down. Grade school education. We still have too many open jobs as is, but yes, we do need an entertainment sector here. Speaking of fixing roads, I think this is another one I want to mess with. While I like the curves and the variety it helps add, I think maybe I am not doing myself too many favors here. Long run. Oh, really? Oh, it's gotta be. It's gotta be curved. Alright, well. This is what I had wanted to do. Something more akin to this. why we didn't do this. It's alright, we'll spike it like that then. Well, now this is just upsetting to me because if I'd done it right the first time. Just okay. If I'd done it right the first time, I would have lined up that road one over and it would have been nice and square. That's fine. Well, that looks terrible. A little smoother. But now I kind of feel like there ought to be another connection direct. Because if they do have to come this way, I've got to go all the way around. And I really don't think that this is helping me any. I mean, it really just seems like they're avoiding it to begin with, which is not great. Fire Brigade radio dispatch. Farmers market. Hospital increase. Club tourist kids meals. Church. Community aid. It's gonna sit there, big empty spot. Oh well. This. Oh, no. I guess it hasn't been built yet. It's that one. No. Here, community aid and double the visitors. All high schools in the vicinity. I don't believe I have one, but with this many people, I may as well, right? Like, this was kind of meant to be more of a workers' enclave up here with all the houses that I was adding. But, I mean, wouldn't it just kind of make sense? Of course, it would have to be right next door, and that wouldn't necessarily make sense. It's fine, we'll leave it for now. This seems, what is this, beauty? Might be beauty. So I'm gonna have to figure that one out. These are not being finished for some reason. Did I really remove that much? I guess so. Alright, I'll tell you what. Let's see, I managed to get my tobaccos down here, so let's go ahead and remove these, because we do have so many openings now for illiterate jobs. They can just go that. It's a big old waste of crop, but whatever. I did move them down for a reason. In fact, we can even go so far as probably now to move the creameries. Start getting rid of the goats up in here. Where are we going to do that? Could do it here. Always was my intention to run this back this way. Creamery? Could get 2 in here, right? In fact, we could, if I push it, make it even get some homes back in here too. I'm just thinking, so when this converts, we can condense this because they are 3 wide and a farm is 7. So if we condense 2 side by side hydroponics, we can run a road right now. Okay, that'll work. Another creamery right here. And that would give me, well, it'd probably give me too much space, actually. We can do this and at least have some trees, pointlessly. That's fine. Yeah, alright. Let those things build.
Presidente, we finally found your Swiss bank account. We gave it to an investment bank.
I don't particularly need that. Money's no issue. We'll just... Oh, you can't double up on it? Oh, that's too bad. Edict of some kind? Increases the retirement age, so this would counterbalance the constitutional thing that I did, I guess. Increasing, I might... See, I think that what I did, coupled with the immigrant and retirement policies, I think I shifted enough that that's why we've got the illiterates found jobs, because a lot of people retired early, and then we just exacerbated the high school thing, which I knew was going to happen. So I think I was right in doing that, and now if I did this IT education and brought all those old people back, I am concerned that that would actually hurt what I attempted. Let's go ahead and do that one, though. That's not what I was after. Select any faction on the island and make it more prominent. Some citizens will convert to this faction immediately. The faction will attract more members in the future. Well, I mean, that just makes... I mean... Factions, that's what I'm looking for. Like, obviously, that would make sense then to make more people communist or globalist. But when it says convert, what does that mean? Converts from where? Because you'd think that it would be the opposite, and we don't particularly need capitalists to flip over since they love me anyway. That might help. I mean, we're at 86% approval right now. I don't particularly find that a problem. We did fix a rebel, though. That's nice. I think I'm going to have to convert all these construction offices into... This requires high school. Oh, let's do that. Foreman, effectiveness increased, job quality reduced, cheapskates, agitator, supervisor. Okay, finally got on top of that. Can't make profits there. But yeah, we've got too many construction offices now. We should convert them to Teamsters because that remains a problem. And then, what are we going to do? Oh, now that we're going to get that one and that one out. I guess I just need to keep an eye on what's going on here. Okay, we fixed the homelessness situation. Now it's just too many jobs again. We're back to the beginning of the game where I had too many jobs. Still a considerable amount unemployed, though. They can fill those jobs. Why they're not bothers me, actually.
At your service. Good day, President. I love Tropico at sunset. Good day. I love Tropico at sunset.
I mean, is it just a matter of they can't find a place to live near their job, so they won't take a job? Make sure that I've... I don't think I've added anything recently. At worse. People are in fact living over here. Well, yeah, what can I do? So I could put in another one of those. I do have this 2x2 spot that I have left open for some reason. I think maybe originally I was going to put a restaurant there. Kind of forgot that's what I was gonna do. Nightclub? Did we ever put one of those up here? Does not appear to be the case. Perhaps I will get rid of that. Or if I put this here, or I guess we could put it over here. I mean, I left this open for reasons. I don't think the things are gonna go too well here. That there. I mean, I could just line the whole thing kind of like I was doing over here. What was I doing over here, though? Staggered it. There's one there, yeah. Figure out something that goes in there. Oh geez, do I really just need to maybe... I feel like I mean, too many open jobs that we can't do that, so I need to be closing down things that are superfluous, which would be all of this. Are these built yet? No. Change construction priority. Those done. And I was going to build like cocoa and stuff. Somehow we are making... We're not. We're not making cocoa because I don't have any cocoa. So we're not making any chocolate. Because I never put down the hydroponics. And yet we have made chocolate. So where did that cocoa come from originally, I wonder? Yeah, it has to be hydroponics. It does not work anywhere else. Sugar, sugar, corn, corn. I guess we can get started. Just build some down here. I think, let's see, if I do like 1, 2 in a road, and then 1, 2 in a road, and then 1, 2 going lengthwise, will sort of shift the orientation of this. So presumably then, the same thing would work here, except it wouldn't line up. So how are we going to do that? This way and then the other way? Real awkward spacing though. So what could we do? 3 and a 4. I mean, we're going to have gaps, I guess. Nonetheless. Let's do cocoa. Now, see, these still show... Maybe I should look that up real quick. They still show the better places to put them, but I don't think hydroponics should matter like they did in the well, 3 and 4. 3 and 4, you could just put hydroponics and they would grow whatever. It was a completely different structure, but let me check. Alright, they are not impacted by fertility, despite what it looks like there. However, a lot of people do say that farms are better, just they actually produce more. And so really, I think I can just reduce what we've got over here, keep it over here, and then since cocoa is the only thing I can't grow, we'll just do it there to make chocolate. But we have a few things going on here.
According to my
Build
calculations,
one oil building.
the Tropican economy.
Well, I kind of wanted to build that platform. Have 10 military buildings. Alright, fine. We don't particularly need to do that. We got 14 anyway. But as you can see here, we've also got a power problem once again. So, I think it's time we just say screw all this with the clean stuff. And we'll just put in a nuclear power plant. Because I am kind of tired of dealing with it. I don't think these go into meltdown, do they? I really hope not. Yeah, we'll just put it here. Is there any reason not to? Now this, I mean, that would spread to that area. Alternatively, if I do get rid of that one, well, that one should spread up there. Could put it over here. Kind of on its way to the empty road here. I mean, there's a lot of nothing going out this way. Now we'll just tuck it in here. Get that done. And then I can maybe eliminate these things. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with that power. I really don't understand. I feel like this is some kind of bug. Because it really should not just be passively consuming power. If I do the electrification thing, sure. But it just seems like it's taking power even though we have not done the upgrade. It really annoys me. So hopefully nuclear will solve our problems. Wait, but not the real problem, which was getting the cocoa. I wanted to get the cocoa down. So what are we doing here? Okay, well. Guess I could just line a few here and then leave this for something. What, 2? Let's just do 1 for now.
The militarists are bowled over by your utter recklessness and want to give you an incentive to keep on doing whatever it is you're doing.
Well, previously I was concerned about that. I was going to add maybe a few more bases around so that, like, the tourist area would be protected. So that would be nice, but I also eventually wanted to, especially now that we're so open with the illiterate, I wanted to swap military over to high school educated. And in that case, a few more buildings. Alternatively, I mean, we don't need that. Ah, screw it. I got so much money, let's just put it in my own bank. 59? Okay. Still not near, but getting closer. So what else do we need to do here? With all the college level, I might want to build another college. Get that squeezed out faster. Okay, they're getting built. There's one. Butter churner increases standing with the nationalists by 5. Grande cheese. Okay. Sure. Did I not select that? Did. Move that from down here, so that's not an issue. Could you go any slower? Okay, homelessness is completely solved now. It's just a matter of swapping the workforce over. Still though, like, this doesn't make a lot of sense anyway. Like, we have 57 unemployed, including a lot of high schoolers, and then most of the job openings are illiterate. I thought that they would punch down. Like, if they had to, they would go down to... I'm working on it. They would go down a level. Does not seem to be the case. Effectiveness increased. There you go. Let us hope that that starts supplying the chocolate. Okay. Now we can get rid of you. We'll get rid of you. Start looking for empties. See, like, we don't need both of you. I've got a lot of goats down there, so we don't need you, really. So now what I'm going to do with this, I don't know. Teamster's office doesn't need to be over here anymore. There's really nothing, I mean... Still doing the cannery thing. I would like to move it, but that is a bunch of illiterates that could go elsewhere. Probably want to move that. In fact, this same deal here. We've got another Teamsters right there, so that can handle whatever is going on here. Now, how do I want to integrate this? Probably connect that road to a square here, which means we have to
Elections are coming, Presidente.
reestablish that high school level. Okay. We do have a supermarket here, but it is missing power, so negates all pollution created by the building. Effectiveness increased. Lowers pollution, the amount typical to other mines. Increases available amount of resource. Add in a magnate. And let's hope start producing power here soon. Uranium enrichment. Nuclear power plant generates profits, but the amount of power is halved. Well, shit, we can't afford that, can we? I mean, I was under the impression that this produced more power than a regular power plant, but I guess when you add in the natural gas factor, plus maybe all the extra bonuses it gets, security checkpoint right next door. Okay. Drones. Hold up. About to end this episode here anyway. Drones.
Hola.
we had 2 crime lords just wandering around. Works at the geothermal plant. Drones. Accidental strikes. When no crime lords or rebel leaders are identified, the citizen with the lowest approval rating will be eliminated. Okay, we don't need to be doing that. Power. Is that what it's consuming? Automatically disposes of crime lords, rebels, and spies without repercussions. Automatically does, it says. Right? No? Allow that to go on then. And I did notice we had a shack over here, so we really need to get back into developing. Oh wait, there's a drone. Where it's going off to, who knows? That handling.
I have a brilliant idea, Presidente.
Fight with the
There's
Nobel
no need for
Committee.
pointless wars to win the Nobel Peace Prize.
What does this mean? Survive the fight.
I have a brilliant idea.
Alright, well, let's pause for a moment. Go select my Lazor. And is that the only... Yeah, okay. Well, I could eliminate them, but then let's wait on the tank here. Hopefully the tower will survive. Survive long enough anyway. Are you kidding? Where's my fucking tanks? Where the hell are they going? If you would just turn around and go after these guys. Are they gonna teleport? Is that... APCs, right, I'm gonna put an APC unit down here.
Presidente, we finally found your Swiss bank account.
What's a tank? Cause of death, violence. Okay, we seem to have survived that. Should I just wait? Because who knows what they're going to tear down next? I feel like there's a little conflict here. They don't even know what's going on. Being fired on from up here. Well, I got one of them anyway. Rapidly dying. So where did the APCs come from? They came pretty fast. Here? They came from there to... But how? Did they go all the way around up here?
The militarists are bowled over by your utter recklessness and want to give you an incentive.
I guess we did it. I am not at all impressed by the pathfinding in this game. That is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely insane.
We have an opportunity to influence
We can win without cheating. We just saved the day. I guess I'll reconnect this because I don't like extra intersection there. Should I just do that now? Thought I was going to straighten it out, but no, that's not how that went. Right. Okay, well, it's still kind of atrocious. I don't know. Maybe now I'll do like a connection there and then just do a straight shot into it.
The election results are in.
Too many roads. Too many roads. Alright. Well, what are the problems now? Homelessness is taking a little bit of a spike, but it has gone down significantly. Open jobs have fallen a little bit. Still well within the literate camp there. Yeah, I don't understand this. I mean, I realize they probably have a preference for their education level, but I guess maybe it's this game. Maybe it was only in 3 and 4 and probably 6 where they would take any job, but then prefer their education level. Here it seems like they will not take it if they have a degree. Oh well. We'll figure that out, because I gotta eliminate more stuff up here. So if housing is not the problem, then I guess more service buildings? Perhaps, because you could definitely do with more entertainment buildings. Maybe a few more hospitals. In fact, do I even have a hospital aside from that one? No, so I could put it right there where the old thingamagum used to be. Could reconstruct that road so that it connects there instead of over here. I'd have to eliminate some houses. All sorts of options. We'll try and start wrapping this up, I think. Since I'm now at the end of the tech, I have pretty much everything. Overall happiness is much higher than the Caribbean. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've accomplished everything. Having our own nuclear missiles. Now that we've got uranium, I may as well do that. Despite what it's going to do. Alright, finally. Yeah. I was really hoping to get rid of these, but I guess it doesn't matter. We're not too terrible for pollution. And thanks to these waste treatment plants and how they work, I could probably just eliminate it by putting one right next door. But I had wanted to redevelop this plateau. I just don't think that's going to happen. Only 2 crime lords, huh? Still 18 rebels. Military loyalty went down for some reason. Well, we lost a lot of soldiers. Maybe it'll go up.
At your service.
Hi. At your
Hi, Carla. Good day.
Good day.
I mean, it says it automatically does it. But I just don't... I don't know what its range is. Is it island-wide effective range? It'd be nice if I could actually see the drones. Like, we've got rebels right around here. I don't know, maybe I should just flat out arrest them. Just keep that going. We have plenty of prison space. They can be... Yeah, they can be... re-educated and used for prison labor. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, anyway, I'll end this one here. I'll see you next time.